Mark, a very frustrating afternoon. I think it was a game that we lost 2-1, but I think we could have easily won 4 or 5-1 at one point.
I don't know about 4 or 5-1, but I mean, I think we deserved something out of the game. I think there was lots of positives in the game. Of course, we've lost 2 goals. One from a set play, which was hugely disappointing because we go through that, we talk about it, we plan it out before the game in training. So to lose a goal like that made it so easy for them to get the lead. At that point, I thought we were the better team. That continued. We continued to probe and press. We had a lot of territorial advantage. We didn't turn it into any real clear-cut chances. But we kept doing the right things. I felt we kept playing. We kept getting in behind them, down the sides of them, trying to get that equaliser. And then, of course, as the second half goes on, we get suckered by a sort of stereotypical, counter-attack. Again, still disappointing, but nonetheless, it's what happens in these situations. You're losing 1-0 at home, you push on, trying to get a goal, and you end up losing a second goal. But I think there was lots of positive things. Chris Cadden made a great full debut. He was a bit unlucky to be taken off. I think that we felt that we had to make some sort of change to try and bring a change to it. And Lionel's the sort of impact player that we had there that really we needed to bring on and hope to maybe get us that goal. And Cads was the one who was obviously had to come off. He had played for over an hour, I think, and made a great contribution. So we're pleased with him. Kieran Kennedy playing right back for the first time. I thought he had a terrific game. Kieran knows how I feel about how he's been, but I think this week he's trained better and he's played very well today. So again, we're pleased with him. So there was a lot of other positives in the game, but we're hugely frustrated and hugely disappointed to lose that game that really at worst we should have got a point from.
Even after we scored, Scott Fox had to make 2 outstanding saves, one from Laz and one from McFadden to keep it level. That probably just adds to the frustration.
Well, all that balances out. I mean, they had a couple of chances at the other end where we've blocked, and Connor's made a couple of good saves. So all that sort of thing balances out. But in the balance of the whole game, I think we more than deserve something out of the game. But we didn't get it. So we've got to go away and look and wonder why, and make sure that we try and do better next time. We're away at Dundee next, and I think the performance is good enough that if we take that nature of performance and maybe just a wee bit more of a clinical edge at Dundee, then we can win the game at Dundee. We know how difficult it will be, but today wasn't all bad.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk after last week that there had to be a reaction today, and I don't think the players let anybody down this afternoon. There was the right discipline, there was the right effort. I don't think you can fault anybody.
No, I think if we fault anybody, it's only that we didn't, as I say, make clear enough cut chances when we had good possession and good territorial advantage. I think last week was different. We played with a midfield that was different for the 2 players who even were playing in there. Hammy playing right back, Laz been missing. There was a lot last week that we just left behind because it really wasn't relevant. It was a disappointing result, but there was a little bit of mitigation. Today, there's not really any mitigation in terms of why we should lose a game like that today, but I think there's also no real blame. I think that we need to do better in creating chances out of it, as much possession as we had. But as you say, effort. But we need not just effort, we need that little bit of quality as well.
Stephen Hamill had to come off. Hopefully, no major injury there.
To be honest, he came off, and I'm not even sure what he came off with, but he was injured. I was too intent in the game to worry other than only that he was coming off. Obviously, I'll find out when I go back inside. Hammy's my boy that well enough that if he can play, he'll play. So if he can get fit for next week, he'll be fit. It'll take something serious that he won't play. But at this moment in time, I've no idea really what is wrong with him.
We're coming into the last week of January. You brought James McFadden on for the last part of the game. He did make a bit of an impact. James's situation, can you clear that up for everybody?
Well, I mean, he'll need to clear it up because he's here training and we've got him available for us as long as he's here. I'm not sure what his plans are, to be honest. I've not discussed it with him. I've been waiting for him to tell me. As long as he's here, we'll use him the way we are. He came on today. I felt, in such a tight game at the back where they were dropping off and getting numbers, then Paddy might be the one who could unlock something. He's got that close skill that can drop his shoulder and get the other side of somebody and make a little subtle pass that nobody else can see. And he actually almost did get us back into the game in terms of, he had that chip where the goalies managed to save it with his second hand, and Paddy was unlucky not to score. So putting him on nearly worked, but we know what he can contribute, we know when he can contribute it, and as long as he's here, that's the way I'll be using him.
Obviously, I said it's the last week of January. Is there likely to be any movement in and around the next week or so?
Yeah, I think there has to be. I think there'll be one or two going, and in the back of that, we would look to maybe bring one or two in. So yeah, we'll be working hard this weekend and beginning of the week to see what we can do. But I have to say they have to be better than what we've got, or they have to be as good as and able to play. I don't want people to strengthen the bench. If I'm bringing anybody in, it has to be people to strengthen the team.
Now, one of the stories this week has been Marvin Johnson being linked with Bournemouth. Is there anything you've heard about that one?
Only what you've read, and I think really somebody's taken a flyer. Bournemouth, I think, had a scout at the Hearts game, and somebody's put two and two together. Marvin would certainly be one of the players, if not any of the Hearts players, that somebody like Bournemouth might be looking at, but we know nothing about it.
Thanks very much.